All right, guys, who's ready to hear more about our activity today? Yeah, I'm excited as well. Now, remember we went through some countries earlier today. Does anybody remember Cambodia? No, that's okay. We're going to learn a little bit about them in a second. So, there's a place in Cambodia called Tonle Sap Lake. A lot of people live on top of the lake over there. Can anybody think of any reasons why we might want to live on top of a lake?
Because I like kayaking.
And hands up if you want to ask a question, mate. Remember that. Yep, what's that?
Swimming.
That's so true. You totally can go swimming whenever you want. Any other reasons?
Fishing and rice farming.
Very good, mate. Very good. Yep. Living and building your house directly on top of a lake means you've got really easy access to water. Tons of fish, tons of rice. That's their way of life over there. Now, who knows? Oh, never mind. I was going to talk about seasons, but... Now, who can put their hand up and tell me how many seasons we have in Australia? Yeah?
4.
We have 4. Who wants to say them out with me? It's summer, autumn, winter, spring. Exactly. What are you guys' favorite seasons? Mine's autumn.
Mine's spring.
Yeah, cool, man, cool. Now, things at Tonle Sap Lake are a little bit different. They only have 2 seasons. They have a wet season and a dry season. Who wants to tell me what the difference between those 2 is? Someone put their hand up. One picture's different from the other one. What's the difference? Yeah. Yeah? What's that, mate?
Is it because wet season's wet?
One of them's got a lot of water in it, doesn't it? Now, in the wet season, it rains all the time, and in the dry season, it barely rains at all, and the lake all dries up, right? So for the people who have built their houses on top of the lake, their house has to be able to survive that. Now, what's a little bit weird about this house on the right picture? What can you see underneath it, hey? Yeah?
Ladder.
You can see a ladder, sure. What else is down there? Yep.
It's got legs.
It's got stilts, right? That keeps it out of the water when the wet season comes in. See how it's still up there? Now, not only do they build houses like that, they also build floating houses. Would you guys want to live in a floating house?
Yeah.
The correct answer is yes, yes. You would. Look at that. That way, when the water comes in, their house just stays on top of the water's surface. Now, we're going to learn a little bit about why that happens today. So I want you guys to put your hands up and let me know if you can think of something that floats. Yeah?
A leaf.
Yeah, definitely leaves float. What else, guys? Yeah?
Feather.
Feathers float for sure. Yep.
Me.
Yep, you probably float, don't you, buddy? When you go to the pool. Sorry, guys, sorry. When you go to the pool. What else? Can anybody think of any other things that float? When you go to the pool, what do you see there? Or the beach? What do you see at the beach? Yep. Yeah, you see pool noodles for sure. Anything else? Any other ideas? Tires? Has anybody seen tires floating? What about a balloon, maybe? Would a balloon float if I put it in the water? Yeah, it would, I reckon. Yep.
A rubber ducky.
Yeah, a rubber ducky definitely floats. That's so true. The reason why those things float is because of something called buoyancy. Now, if the weight of an object is equal to the weight of the water displaced by that object's not going to sink. It's actually going to stay on top of the water's surface, right? Now, the reason your rubber ducky doesn't sit, mate, eyes on me. The reason your rubber eyes on me. Eyes on me. The reason your rubber ducky doesn't sink. Sorry, yeah. Now, I was going to say the reason your rubber ducky floats is because it's lighter than the water it displaces when it goes in the water. How cool is that, right? Now, what we're going to do today is try to build a house that floats on water. Who's excited? That doesn't sound excited enough. Who's excited? Yeah, me too, guys. Let's find out a bit more about the activity we're doing today. You will be building a floating house out of some basic materials that we've prepared for you, and we'll go through those in a minute. Now, your houses are going to have to hold marbles. You're going to work in teams to put together a really awesome house that can hold marbles in it. Whoever's house holds the most marbles wins. Who wants to win? You can scream, it's alright. Who wants to? I said, who wants to win? No, okay. That's fine. Here's the timeline for what we're going to do today. You are going to get into teams with some pencils and papers, and you are going to plan out as a team how you're going to build your house. I want to see everybody contributing. Then you're going to send one person up to the shop. Ask me some questions at the end, mate. It's okay. But send one member of your team up to the shop. You will ask very politely for what materials you want to buy, and you'll buy them with the Monopoly money that we're going to hand out, and then you're going to work in your team again to actually build your house. Then we can get to the really fun testing part, all right? So here are your materials that we're going to work with today. What's that?
Choose your own teams?
Yeah, you can choose your own teams. You guys look like you can handle that, yeah. But normally we don't allow the students to choose their own teams. We get the teachers to help out with that part of the process. Here's the materials we're going to be using today. If I can direct your attention over to the shop that we have over here. We have plastic straws. We have cups. Yep, awesome. We have 20 centimeters of sticky tape. Yep. We have 20 centimeters of string. We have some balloons with us. And we have some popsicle sticks. How cool is that? Now, these things all cost different amounts of money, right? So let's think about what we actually need versus what we actually want to be on our house, okay? If I see anybody buying 40 popsicle sticks and no tape, I'm not going to be very happy, okay? Your house is not going to stick together. So, oh, well, that's it. Hold on. All right, if you guys are ready, let's get into teams. We're going to start a timer very soon. Let's have some fun.
You forgot to talk about not breaking materials.
Oh, yeah. Now, this isn't all fun and games. Okay, now this isn't all going to be fun and games. We have some strict rules. I don't want to see anybody breaking any materials. Remember, we talked earlier about being sustainable. We're going to be sustainable and not break any materials so that people in the next couple of workshops can also use the paddle pop sticks. You know, people can also use the cups, right? One person will come up to the shop. I don't want to see anybody sending their whole team up there because then our shopkeepers might get a bit overwhelmed. Last rule is no refunds and no returns. Once you've bought something, you have to use it. Is everybody okay?
Yep.
Awesome. Let's have some fun.
None of us to say any of the seasons, just have you